Hey guys, it's me, and I'm doing another video today because I do these once in a while, every once a month. So the camera's not too great because I still don't have a new iPad, and I know a lot of you know what happened to my other one, and it's taken me a while to get a replacement. So I'm using my iPhone currently, but the screen is kind of too small for me to position the camera correctly. That's why my sister takes most of my pictures for me, because I can't see the camera well. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people ask me, and this topic slightly annoys me a little bit, and a lot of people bring it up a lot, and I'm kind of like, okay, so before I begin, we're going to ignore this pimple situation on my nose, because if I can see it with my shitty eyes, then I know you guys can definitely probably see it. But I only get certain times to record videos, and today is one of those times. I don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Now, a question I get asked a lot is, if you could, would you quote-unquote fix your eye condition? Because as a lot of you know, I'm visually impaired. I have a visual impairment known as optic nerve hypoplasia, ONH for short. And if you guys want to know what that is, I did a different video on it, and I'll do an updated video on it because I know a lot more shit than I did back then. Or you can do the, mature thing and Google it, because I'm sure Google can explain it better than I can. But, I mean, I could try. So, with this visual impairment, my eyes aren't that great. I mean, I still have some sight, but it's not fabulous. But to me, this is my normal. So the way I see things might not sound good to a normal sighted person, but for me, this is my normal. This is what I've always known. So I don't know how other people see. I don't know what I'm missing out on, because I've never had full sight at all in my life. And a lot of people ask me if you could, would you change that? And no, I honestly wouldn't, because I genuinely feel that my visual impairment has shaped who I am now. And I have done so many things to show people that just because I have a visual impairment, or just because I have a bit of a speech problem and I can't phrase things properly, does not mean I'm not intelligent, and it doesn't mean I can't accomplish good things. So when I was in school, I always had teachers just automatically assume that I'm basically stupid and I couldn't do anything. So I had to work really fucking hard to prove that I am just as capable as all the other kids around me were. And it was hard at times. It was, because this is really annoying to me, because a lot of teachers, their job is to help you learn things and encourage you to do best and do better and work hard. But they just didn't care with me. They just basically like when I was growing up, I mentioned I mentioned in a video that I went to a really bad school who basically just kind of they didn't teach me anything. I was in grade 2. I couldn't even spell my name. I didn't know what fucking 1 + 1 is, and they just didn't want to teach me anything. They just told me to go play games in the corner by myself while they taught everyone else how to do work. And it was, as a kid, I didn't know that was bad. I didn't know that that wasn't okay, because I just wanted to play games because that's all they told me to do. Luckily, my mother got me out of that school and we moved to a good place, which taught me a lot. And it's because of the schools that I went to after that that I really did fall in love with writing and reading, and I just wanted to help people and do all I can. So I've had a lot of people come up to me and tell me that in the future, there will be technology to help me see better, and maybe my visual impairment, the specific one I have, will be cured. And they'll tell me you'll be able to see properly. But I already can see, is what you're not understanding. I can see, and I like the way things look to me, because in my opinion, I'm not visually impaired. All I am is I see things in a way you're not seeing them. I have my own way of doing things, and I have my own way to see the world, and this is my normal. This is all I know. And the only part I would change, the only downside to this whole thing, is the eye pain, because my eyes get tired so fucking easily, and it causes a lot of pain to go through my eyes and my head, which obviously isn't pleasant. and it's a daily thing, and it happens no matter what I'm doing. And since I do a lot of, work on my computer, and I'm always on the phone and, doing other things, it impacts my eyes a lot, and it really hurts. And I struggle to, at the end of the day, it becomes to the point where I can't read anything anymore. Everything just blurs, and everything becomes too painful to look at. And I just have to sit down with my eyes closed, and even if I'm not tired, I go to bed because my eyes hurt too much to stay open, and that's the only downside. But other than my eyes getting tired and causing a lot of pain, I have no complaints. There are some shit I can't do. I know I'll never be able to drive a car, and I know there's some jobs I can't do, and there will always be something someone can't do. But there are a lot of things that I can do that my friends can't. And they can do a lot of things that I can't. And I've worked hard all my life to prove, not only to the people around me, but to myself, that I can do anything I want, within reason. But if I really want to learn something, I have the ability to learn things. And I learn things in my own way too, which is weird, because if I had sight, I would kind of feel weird about learning new things, because a lot of us, not us, obviously not me, but a lot of people, you guys learn from watching things happen, and you learn from watching other people show you how to do things. But I've never been able to learn like that because I can't see it happen. So I had to learn from listening, and then they would instruct me through it step by step, and that's how I would learn things. I relied so heavily on my fucking hearing that if anything ever happened to my ears, I'd be fucked, and I'd be fucking scared. And with my condition, your vision is not supposed to get worse. It's not, but my left eye is basically useless at this point, and I'm okay with it. It happens, and I'm scared that I might lose more vision, but if it happens, I will figure out a way to deal with it and to learn in a new way, and I won't be blind. I'll be seeing things in another new way that I haven't seen before. So yeah, I'm scared, but at the same time, if it happens, it happens, and I'll find a way to deal with it, and it's most likely not going to happen, because my right eye is still with the vision it's been at since I was a child, so I think I'm okay. I have a lot of struggles I go through, and one thing I never, ever expected to happen is that people message me on Wattpad all the time and tell me that I inspired them, which is fucking amazing to me. I never expected that to happen. And then I get, rude messages of people asking oh, well, I don't think they're trying to be rude, but they ask me things like, how are you using a computer? And how are you using a phone? And if you're blind, which I'm not blind, how do you write? The moment you mention a visual impairment, they automatically go to blind. And they call it a disease, which it isn't, because a disease makes it sound like it's something horrible and it can spread to other people, but I don't know. People just, they think my eyes are broken, but they're not. And if I had the chance to change them or fix them or improve them, I wouldn't, because they're a part of who I am, and they're my favorite part about me. Besides the fabulous scar I have on my knee, that's my other favorite part, and I wouldn't fix that either. Oh God, I'm rambling. This video goes on every other topic, and I'm sorry about that, but I like to talk, so. I get a lot of rude messages of people, saying that if you can't see, you shouldn't be trying to do this shit, or people actually accuse me of lying, and I'm not here to prove anything to you. I have a C&IB card, if you guys don't know what that is. That's a Canadian thing, which can prove I'm blind. I have 2 canes in my room, which can prove I'm blind. Well, not blind, but visually impaired. I have scholarships I got for college because of my visual impairment. And to show that I worked hard throughout my school, I have won awards for fastest typing, and my book, Kindred Spirit, has won a lot of awards on Wattpad, and I have done a lot of things that I'm proud of. I do public speaking, which still fucking terrifies me, by the way. That is something that I overcame after high school. I would not do that in high school. Trust me, I would never do public speaking in high school, because high school kids are mean. They're fucking mean. But trust me, if you do public speaking outside of your school, it's a lot better. And it still terrifies me, but I love it so much because I get to share my story with people, and I get to help them understand how I'm feeling. And it kind of annoys me that they say, oh, you're speaking for everyone. You're speaking for people who are blind and visually impaired. But that's not true, because I can't speak for them. I'm speaking for me and how I generally feel. Because even if you have someone with my exact visual impairment and the exact visual acuity, we're both going to be different. We're both going to handle it differently. We're both going to learn differently. And there are a wide range of visual impairments and visual acuities that I can't speak for everyone. I can't tell you how they're feeling. I can't tell you how they're dealing with things, and I can't tell you how they're going to learn things, and I can't tell you all the good things they're going to do. All I can do is speak for me, how I feel, and what I can do and what I've done. And that's all I'm speaking for, and that's all I'm going to worry about. It's just how I feel about myself and what I've done and what I want to do in the future. And I really hope I can inspire people to understand that just because I'm a bit different and I'm weird, because I am, that doesn't mean I'm any less able to do things. And oh my god, I'm getting kind of slightly emotional just because, you know, I had one English teacher out of the fucking ones I had from grade 7 to 12. I had one who honestly believed in me and believed I could write something good, and all the other ones just generally didn't care what the fuck I did. And it's because of that one teacher that I fell in love with writing, and it's because of writing that I have inspired people, and it's because of those people that I feel inspired to keep writing and keep making new stories. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And to answer the question, a lot of people ask me, no, I will never, ever, ever, quote unquote, fix my eyes because they're not broken and they don't need to be fixed. And I actually had this topic come up in support group, and it was very interesting because a lot of people, they did want to change it. And we kind of had a discussion about that because a lot of people in the group were saying, yeah, I mean, if I had the chance to see, why the hell would I not see what that's like? But then we had other people saying, no, because we worked so hard to get where we are now that if we just fix the problem that really isn't a problem, we're just going back and we're becoming like everyone else, and we undo all the shit we stand for. So it's kind of an interesting topic, and I know a lot of us feel differently about that, but for me personally, I don't think I would ever change the way I see things because I'm comfortable with this, and this is who I am, and this is the way I'm going to stay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it kind of went over the place everywhere like I always do, but that's just how my mind works and how my mouth works. So my videos are never edited, by the way, so this is kind of all going in like one take, and that's why I'm kind of rambling. And I shall see you guys again when I have time to make another video. But until then, please, if you have anyone in school or around you who has any kind of impairment, if it's vision, hearing, speech, if they can't walk properly, if anything's wrong, don't overlook them. Because I'm telling you right now, the people you overlook now might just be the most amazing people in the future. So just remember that, okay? Alright guys, I'm going to go, and thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.